EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Spot that.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
A first down there for Sutton, and he had over 800 yards for Denver last season. Productive, tall target. The Broncos going to make sure they hang on to despite increased trade interest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
There. Hey, let's go double count right here, double count. Go, 14.
Now it's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuegbunam. 16 more on that one and another first down. Now Wilson changing the play. Wilson on 1st and 10. This one swung out to Williams. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
14, front it.
There's Wilson to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Rodgers going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Bruce Hall. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And now an audible here into something else. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
14. Screen it.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Rock. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
There's a nice play by Hall, who was hitting his stride and more, and looking like a franchise back when a torn ACL ended his rookie year at 7 games. We all saw the electricity. We felt it before he went down, though. The expectations very high for the future star here in year 2.
To throw, it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Eight yards to go on second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. This will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Randy Gregory. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he's going to be out down inside inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Hall. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2nd and 14.
95.
To throw is Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. That'll give him 8 that time. And now third down and 6 to go. Wilson wants a different look.
3rd and 6.
Go, guys, 4 down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, alert.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Got a man. It's Judy complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Now he breaks field. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with to try to at least get down into field goal range. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Second down and 3. Now it's Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over,
man, you know that shit don't work much as you play the game.
Here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. Marr able to put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando,
teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team Ball has it knocked loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing quickly to Wilson.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How they can get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah from 17 yards out. And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Williams, running right. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Wilson going to change things up here. Off play action, Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And some space here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Again, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
This a quick pass to Davis. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a play action now for Rodgers.
Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now Wilson changing the play.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now they'll audible to something else.
14.
On second down, Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. On the move past the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 49 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. Powers through it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos will add to their 4th quarter lead. Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st down, Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are back within a score. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finding Williams on the check down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Maher is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. That's caught by Wilson.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Yeah, he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Denver, they move a step closer to 500.